Welcome to Let's Chat. I'm Valerie Costa, your host, and today we're speaking with Jenny Darlington, the Executive Director of Music in the Mountains. Welcome, Jenny.
Thank you for having me, Valerie.
I am so happy to have you here. Why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about Music in the Mountains, like your mission and what you do?
Music in the Mountains is a predominantly classical music organization that has been in Nevada County. It started in Nevada County by a group of residents in 1982, so it's been around over 40 years. And predominantly we have professional orchestra programming, a community chorus that is, it actually predates Music in the Mountains, our chorus does, and we have a whole bunch of youth education and adult music education programs too.
That's incredible. So why don't you tell me a little bit about these education programs? Let's start with the youth. What kind of youth education programs do you provide?
So we have a what we call MIMYO, the Music in the Mountains Youth Orchestra, and they meet weekly, and then they perform usually about 3 times a year at a public concert. That program, even during the pandemic, we managed to sustain that program. They met for months in virtual space via Zoom, and none of them loved it, but they loved getting together and they didn't want to give it up. Connected to that program, we've just started a really exciting new program where we're offering beginning music instruction at school sites.
Oh.
So we have this year we have 6 schools participating at 4 different sites, and there are 3 string classes, a brass class, and a winds class.
Oh, how
So
wonderful.
students are learning who otherwise normally wouldn't have the access to music instrument instruction are learning that. And then we also have we have our new Music for Young Minds program. This program is very exciting. It sprang from the need for music education during the pandemic and evolved into this program that we now send professional music teachers into the schools. And so teachers get a break, but they participate, but they get a break. And our teachers teach kids curriculum that's from Carnegie Hall's Wild Music Institute.
Wow.
And they learn about music from all over the world. They learn language, harmony, rhythm, all these different musical concepts. They're introduced to food and all kinds of different other or music-related cultural aspects of these different countries. Greece, Africa, even the United States. There's, I think, 8 different programs that we can choose from, and they're 12 weeks long.
Wow, that's amazing.
And
As a mom, I'm like super
what's
excited about this.
Crazy is the first time we offered the program during the pandemic, a whole lot of people signed up, but we ended up with 5 kids that did the live version and recorded the songs live. And then when we were able to get into the schools live the next semester, it just exploded. And in fact, last semester in the fall, we had almost 700 students doing the program.
Wow, that is quite the jump.
It grew really fast because teachers love it. Kids say it's their favorite class. I have a friend who was doing the program at Forest Charter. She said, I haven't had this much fun in 12 years of teaching.
Oh.
It's just a great program.
That's amazing. And thank you for bringing that into the schools. Like I said, as a mom, that's something that is near and dear to my heart and important to me. So it's very heartening to know that that's happening. Now, you also talked about adults music education programs. Tell me a little bit about that.
So one of the things we do is we have choir workshops, usually twice a year. And so that is for our chorus, but we often welcome the public to that, and instead of we work on whatever music the chorus is getting ready to perform in the next concert, but we also bring in experts in vocal performance and vocal techniques, and they teach our chorus and whoever and our community members who join us for that. And then we also have a series that again started during the pandemic out of the need for connection and programming, and it's called Mondays with the Maestro. And so usually it's our artistic director and conductor, Ryan Murray, teaching on just a number of subjects. Occasionally we bring in a guest speaker, lecturer for their expertise in a certain area. In fact, we have one coming up just in 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah. Well, by the time people see this, it might be past that. But
well, that's okay because we have them in March and May as well.
Oh, how wonderful.
And they're you can get them by signing up on our website, musicinthemountains.org.
Perfect. So, and that's Mondays with the Maestro.
Right.
And you just, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan Murray just recently became the head person. Is that right? Or
He has been with Music in the Mountains for 15 years. Mm-hmm. He started as our choral conductor 15 mm-hmm. years ago, and then right before the pandemic, the summer of 2019, he took over as artistic director and conductor. Oh. And our previous conductor retired.
Yeah, that's why, because 2019 feels like just
not like yesterday, right? I know.
It does. The whole COVID thing really like threw the time-space continuum for quite the loop, right? I think. But it sounds like you guys really rose to the occasion. A situation that could have like killed a less robust and strong organization, you took it and you turned it into these wonderful opportunities to reach out and be creative and make these new programs that are not only enduring but thriving afterwards. So congratulations on that creative thinking and that leadership.
Thank you. Well, a lot of organizations like ours that specialized prior to the pandemic in live music, obviously during the pandemic, especially in that first year, that just was off the table. You couldn't do it. As much as we wanted to, we couldn't do it. And so that left us saying, okay, so why do we really exist? Why are we in our community? Is it just to do live music? And Ryan and I and our board came up with a resounding no, that our job was to provide connection and comfort and hope for our community. And we just found other ways of doing it.
That's wonderful. And I know that another thing that Music at the Mountains does is provide performances throughout the year. And I know that we want to keep this like general, but do you have any like big shows? I'm not supposed to talk about the shows, but any big events coming up later in this year year?
One thing I'm very excited about is I think community and regional partnerships are really important. We often partner with the Center for the Arts. One of our music competition we do with local Rotary clubs. Reaching out in our community is important. And so our choir is going to be performing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with the Auburn Symphony.
Oh.
And we'll be doing that on Mother's Day at the Robert Mondavi Center in Davis. So it's a really great, it's not just any concert. Our chorus gets to perform in that amazing venue.
That's huge.
Yeah. And then we have our Summerfest coming up this summer also.
Lots of concerts. Summerfest. And that's something that happens every year. All right, now I know you were at the fairgrounds, you were at Western Gateway Park and different places. Do you know where that's going to be in 2023?
2023, we're looking at possibly having as many as 4 different venues for our 6 concerts.
Oh, that's great.
Some of our concerts will be at the Center for the Arts. Mm-hmm. Some will be at private residences. Oh. And some will be at Western Gateway Park this year.
It is such a wonderful venue for that type of thing. I went to one like years ago, the 5th of July or the 3rd of July, and it was incredible. I was blown away by like what a great venue that is for that type of thing. So I think that's brilliant.
Well, and it's a chance to work with part of our community, and it also not a lot of this kind of programming happens down in Penn Valley, so it's nice for that community, and also it's 15 minutes, so it's for those of us who live up in this area.
Yeah.
So it's
I know
it feels accessible. I know it feels like it's 100 miles. It feels so
far, but it's really not that far. I guess if you live like way up in North San Juan, that it is.
Oh, of course. Well, but everywhere's far if you live up there.
Everywhere's far,
and you're used to it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. So is there anything else exciting coming up? You've already talked about some really exciting stuff. Anything else like that you're like, oh, this is something that everyone has to know about Music in the Mountains this year?
Well, I think you alluded to it. We got these grants for education, so we're working really hard on leveraging these grants to sustain our education programs and to build them. And so that's a lot of work and a lot of excitement, and it employs, 10 local music teachers.
That's fantastic.
Obviously not full time, but
No, but still, and at a time when kind of on a national level, arts programs are being cut from schools, to be able to provide that is so valuable to to the students and to parents who value that as well. So I'm grateful. And it's also a very good reason for parents and people who love children and music to donate to Music in the Mountains. So if one wanted to donate to Music in the Mountains, how would they do that?
They would go to musicinthemountains.org and click on our donate button near the top. We're getting a brand new website that's launching in the next, I think, 48 hours.
Oh, wow. So by the time you're seeing this, you'll be able to check out the brand new website.
Right.
I'm excited to check out the new website. And so is that just more user-friendly?
Yes. I mean, it'll have much of the same great content we currently have, just more. And we've really redesigned it with the idea of making it more user-friendly. It'll be easier you'll be able to click on links and get to our sponsors. You'll be able to click on links and find the program and find, with buying tickets, there's a cool new calendar function. So just a lot easier for people to navigate our website.
Well, that's wonderful. And easier to donate.
Easier to donate, easier to buy tickets.
Yes, because
easier to sign up for education classes.
Easier to sign up for education classes. And you also mentioned the choir, and I don't want to let you go without giving people an idea. If someone was interested in auditioning for the Music in the Mountains choir, I know that happens like later in the year, if I'm not mistaken. How would someone who is interested in getting involved do that?
We actually do auditions twice a year.
Oh, twice a year.
Twice a year, in the beginning of February, because that's when we start preparing for our spring and summer concerts.
Okay. So
if you want to come sing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, or actually, I'm not sure when this is airing, but if it airs before the beginning of February, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony or Mozart's Requiem, we're doing those this season. And then also the second Monday in September, we also do auditions for our fall semester of choir.
Which is the holiday stuff.
Right, that's usually holiday. Sometimes, occasionally we do a fall concert, but usually it's holiday.
Yes, which is like the most fun thing about I was a Sweet Adeline, which is very different, but I did that for 5 years, and my favorite thing was always doing the holiday programming. So
right. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Those concerts are fun. It's also a little less stressful for our longtime chorus members because we've done a lot of the music before, so it's just kind of fun to relearn that stuff we've done and are familiar with. Yeah. And if you want to audition, you would email Kevin at musicinthemountains.org and he will help set up an audition.
That is fantastic. And so anyone who wants to learn more about that or the education programs or the upcoming Summerfest or the exciting Davis concert at the Mondavi Center, or to donate, they're going to want to visit musicinthemountains.org, yes?
Yes, or if you have specific questions, you can email me at jenny@musicinthemountains.org.
Is that with a Y or an IE or?
It is JENNY
That's
at
good. musicinthemountains.org. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Jenny, for talking to me today. Is there anything else you would like the community to know about Music in the Mountains before I let you get on with your very busy day?
No, but I would like to especially thank our donors and our business sponsors, and also the County of Nevada, who provided ARPA funding for us, and the California Arts Council. They all fund our programs.
Well, I think that is a wonderful thing to do, to thank the people that help support.
Right. What we do wouldn't be possible without a lot of community support and funding. So thank you.
Yes. And you can be one of those people. You can be one of those people too by going to musicinthemountains.org and clicking that donate button. Thank you so much, Jenny. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved and everything you have yet to achieve at Music in the Mountains.
Thank you.